Welcome to episode 100, 12 Style Rules from a Style Legend. Image consultant Brenda Kinsel has been one of my mentors for many years. Although she is no longer with us, her timeless style advice lives on and continues to offer practical inspiration combined with a shot of fun. In this podcast, I share Brenda's 12 style rules from her book, In the Dressing Room with Brenda. But first, are you frustrated with your midlife middle? The muffin top or extra skin around your midriff that spills out of your waistband is just a fact of life for those of us who have given birth, gained weight, or are just experiencing the changes our body brings with age. So suffice it to say, if you have a muffin top, you are not alone. But as common as muffin tops are, dressing to hide one can be a bit of a challenge. It's one of the most often asked questions I get as a style coach. I've created a video series just for you to help you know what to wear to look great and feel fabulous despite your midlife middle. How to Mask a Muffin Top is a fun video series I created with easy, actionable steps that are quick to implement and that you can do right away. Designed to give you exactly what you need to know how to hide that pesky bulge and feel confident again, How to Mask a Muffin Top is a wonderful resource you can go back to again and again. To learn more, click the link in the show notes and get ready to mask your muffin top stat. Welcome to Style by Mary Michele, a podcast designed to empower you through personal style. I'm your host, Mary Michele Nidifer, a master style coach, founder of Style Finder Boutique, and creator of the Style Finder ID system. I'm here to help you know what to wear, how to wear it, and how to get dressed in 7 minutes or less. Let's go. Well, hello, beautiful friends. Welcome back and welcome to the 100th episode of the Style by Mary Michele podcast. I cannot believe I've actually done 100 episodes because when I started out, I really didn't have a plan. I'll be honest with you. I just kind of started. And it's just been amazing to see where this has led, everyone that I have met. And I just love hearing from you all. And I get emails, direct messages on Instagram, Facebook messages, all sorts of different places. But I love hearing from you all over the world. And it's right now, I think Canada, next to the US, Canada is our number one country. Actually, it's number two next to the US, but our number two country where we are listened to, followed by Great Britain and the UK. And it's so fascinating just to connect with women all over the world. So thank you for being here. Whether you've been here with me for one episode or all 100, I am grateful for you. I'm grateful to have you in the podcast community. I'm grateful that you're here with me. And I invite you, come join me over on Facebook. There's the Style by Mary Michele podcast group. And come join us over there, join the conversation. I'm going to be posting some more resources there for you and just kind of filling you in, keeping you up to date on what's going on. And I just want to get to know you. So come share your style. Come ask me your style questions. Let me know what's happening for you. I would love to connect with you over there. And if you haven't left me a review, I would love for you to leave a review. That would just mean the world to me because, the more you leave a review or when you share, then you share this resource with so many other people. And my goal with this podcast really was for it to be a library. And I find myself referring back to it a lot. And so many people will tell me, well, I want to know more about how to build a color capsule, or I want to know more about packing for travel, or I want to know more about how to mask a muffin top. Well, there's a podcast for it. I have other products as well. In fact, we also have a product. There's a link in the show notes for a course that I created recently called How to Mask a Muffin Top. So I've got a podcast that gives you some tidbits, but the course really gives you the good nuggets. So go check that out. It's super inexpensive and can really help you, especially in summer. I think in summer more people struggle with that. Because we are wearing lighter layers, floatier layers. We're not wearing as much clothing. In fact, if you can see me over on YouTube, you can see I have on a sleeveless top, a halter top, and not a halter top really, sort of a halter neck style tank. I don't know, I love this tank. We had it in the boutique a couple of years ago, and it's just one of those pieces that I go back to over and over again. And I think the way I'm built, I have broad shoulders. And this style is so flattering for my shoulders. And I just love it. It just feels good to me. So, anyway, today I am so grateful to be sharing what I'm sharing today, all these fashion rules. Now, just so you know, I am not a big believer of rules. And these quote unquote rules, I think you will actually appreciate. I am not here to tell you all women must wear X, Y, or Z. And you've heard me talk about that. If you've listened to the podcast, you know I'm not a big fan of top 10 lists for anything you should wear because it's so personal. And even when I get down into your different style finder ID, and if you don't know what the style finder IDs are, I'm going to be doing a whole series on those coming up. So stay tuned because I really want to get down and dirty with those because it's just that to me, that's my own proprietary system that I created. And it helps you understand what your style is. My style finder ID is dramatic, romantic, and classic. And it really is so much more than just what you wear. It's how you do anything is how you do everything. And I will be doing a series soon. So stay tuned for that. But I think that when you start talking about style, so many questions open up, right? And one of the big questions is, well, I'm dramatic. How can I dress for, a ball game or for work? Or well, actually, one of the biggest questions I get asked is women who are sporty. Sporty is about comfort. And women who are sporty, I have found, struggle so much with what to wear to work because they want to wear something that's comfortable. They ideally want to wear their yoga pants or their sweatpants, but they know they have to wear something that's work appropriate. And so what happens? They settle. They settle for something. No, I'm not going to dive too much into that here, but I just wanted to leave you with that little nugget because I don't ever want you to settle. If you put something on and you feel like it's too tight, too restrictive, too stiff, too boxy, too itchy, too not you, don't wear it. There are no shoulds when it comes to style. My only should is that you should wear things that you love and that make you feel like $1,000,000. That's what it's all about. It is never about trying to be something that you're not or trying to settle or wearing what you think other people expect to see you in. But today I am delighted to bring to you some rules, some fashion rules, 12 style rules from a fashion legend, a style legend. And Brenda Kinsel was such a beautiful, wonderful, amazing image consultant. And she passed away a few years ago. I actually had the pleasure of meeting Brenda Kinsel. And even though I only met her once, I think I have all her books. I have all of her books. And when I decided to become a style coach, I found her online. I found her books. And she was such a mentor to me. Even though she didn't know she was my mentor, I learned so much from her and just felt like, wow, I want to be like her when I grow up. I love her approach. Her approach, my approach are very aligned. And these rules came from a great book that I have. It's just this tiny little book. It's called In the Dressing Room with Brenda. And I discovered these and I thought, you know what? I love her rules because they're kind of not rules, but they are rules. They're guidelines. They're things that when you follow these, you will learn to dress for who you are. You will step into a better version of yourself and you will be better for it. So like with anything, I always tell clients, take what works and leave the rest. If there's a rule that you do not resonate with, skip over it. But stick with the ones that do. Because if there's something that piques your interest or you feel like, wow, that was meant just for me, chances are it was. So listen to that, pay attention to it, and see what comes up for you. Now, her rule number 1, love what you wear what you love. Brenda, I could not agree more because my number 1 rule for clients, I tell everyone this, men included. I shopped with a man recently and shared the same thing because men have challenges very much like what we do. And I always tell my clients, ask yourself, how do I feel? Do I love something on me? Do I love how it fits me, how it feels, how it flatters? Does it feel right? And when you put it on and you light up and it fits you like a glove and it just makes you feel like the best version of yourself, you know that's right for you. So, rule number one, love what you wear and wear what you love. Now, what I think she means by that is love what you wear. Get up every day, put on an outfit that you truly love. That means you're not settling. You're holding out for the best. You're buying things that you love and that light you up and that fit you like a glove. And wear what you love. Why would you settle for your shoulds when you could go for your musts? Like Tony Robbins says, it's all about your musts. What are those pieces that you must have in your wardrobe? For me, my musts include amazing shoes. Shoes that not only look good, but that feel good too. Fabulous jewelry, cuts that fit, things that don't give me a muffin top, things that make me look great, things that make me feel fabulous. Wear what you love and love what you wear. And I know that sounds so simple, but I feel that so many women don't give themselves permission to dress like they mean it, to wear what's really right for them. They make themselves wrong. Maybe it's, well, I've gained weight. I can't wear what I love right now because I've gained weight. Well, why can't you? Who said that it's wrong to gain 10 pounds, 20 pounds, 30 pounds? Who said that style was a reward for losing weight? Who said that you can't? Nobody but you. And so when you can stop making your weight or anything else wrong and start making yourself right and step into that and start dressing for who you truly are, that's where the magic happens. Love what you wear. And if you put on something, if you settled and you said, you know what, I'm just going to buy a $10 pair of pants from Walmart and they don't fit me and they make me feel bad, ask yourself this: what is that doing for me? Chances are, especially if you're a professional woman, it is undermining your confidence. And it's probably affecting your bottom line. Because if you're showing up day in and day out and you're not confident in yourself, you're not going after new clients, you're not stepping out to look for new opportunities, you're not really getting out there to connect with other people. And chances are you're not calling your friends on the phone to say, hey, let's go get lunch. Let's go have a glass of wine. Let's go for a walk. Let's go do this, because you're wearing clothes you don't love. What is the cost of that? Probably much more than you would ever realize. Number two, dress your body graciously with no regard whatsoever for sizes. Brenda, I love this one too. I love this. Now, one thing I will share with you, and you may or may not know this, but I've been in the fashion industry for a long time. I've been a designer. I have been a style coach. I own a retail boutique, and I know firsthand there is very little consistency in sizing. And I have seen how great a woman feels when she normally wears a larger size but can fit into a small or a medium. And I have seen how women feel bad if they have to go up a size. Nobody wants to go up a size, but I'm going to tell you this: size is irrelevant. Everybody has their own scale for sizing. And so you might wear a size 6 in one brand and a size 12 in another. You might wear a medium in one top and an XL in another. I know for myself, I have shoulders, like I mentioned. And when I go to buy a shirt, I usually gravitate towards a large. I'm generally a 12, generally a large. However, occasionally I'll have to buy an XL. I don't care. If I love the shirt, I don't care. I want the fit. And it doesn't matter to me if I'm wearing an XL. Sometimes I can wear a medium. It just doesn't matter because there's no consistency. And why would I let the size of a shirt or the size of a garment dictate my self-worth? It doesn't matter. Dress your body graciously without worrying about the sizes. Now, a friend of mine, Tara, she mentioned years ago when I first met her, she said, you know what, if you don't like the size you wear, cut the tag out. It's that simple. If you have to go up a size, nobody is going to know. But the only thing they will see is that, wow, she's wearing pants that really fit her body, or that shirt looks amazing on her. They're not going to see things pulling at the seams. They're not going to see you squeezing yourself into something like a sausage casing. They're going to see a well-dressed woman who knows how to dress the body she's in right now. Number 3, if clothes in your closet have expired physically or emotionally, get rid of them. Now, ladies, do you know what I mean by this? Everything has an expiration date. And I think so many times women hold on to clothes way past their prime and they don't realize, those clothes have expired. I remember years ago getting into a client's closet, and my client was very classic. But one of the shadow sides, which is what you want to look out for, one of the shadow sides you want to beware of with the classics is that because your style is timeless and transcends the trends, theoretically, you could wear the same thing for years to come because it's not in style and it's not out of style. It's timeless. But I remember a client pulling out this blazer. It was a double-breasted blazer. It had huge lapels, and she had matching pants. It was a suit. She had matching pants that were high-waisted, pleated, and cuffed. And she was still wearing this suit. And I stopped and I asked her, I said, how do you feel in that suit? She kind of looked at me and she's like, well, not very good, but it still fits. I should wear it, right? No, you shouldn't. It has expired. It does not deserve to be in your closet because you have worn it plenty. You have gotten your money's worth, and it is no longer serving you. In fact, it's holding you back. It's keeping your image small. It's not showing you in your best light, and the cut is anything but flattering. That suit had expired physically, but let's talk about emotionally. Has anything in your closet expired emotionally? I know when I first became a style coach, I was in my first marriage, and I had just had a baby. I was kind of going through this phase of finding my own style, really, and trying to figure out who I was while I was coming close to the verge of a divorce. And there were many pieces that I bought that were very thoughtful. I was planning my wardrobe. I was practicing what I preach. I was buying things that I truly loved that really fit me. They were in my best colors. There were some great pieces that I added to my closet during that period of time. However, after I went through the divorce, then those pieces for me brought back memories. Well, my former husband and I had gone out to dinner in that outfit, or my former husband and I had an argument when I wore that shirt. It brought back emotions that I didn't necessarily want to relive. And there were some pieces, honestly, that I got rid of just because I was tired of wearing them. You may have heard me mention I had this beautiful Michael Kors top. It was an ITY knit, which is just this beautiful soft knit. And it was a t-shirt, but it had these pleated sleeves. It's hard to describe, but it was zebra print, which would be hot right now, right? But it was a classic. I loved that shirt. And it was one of those pieces that I would reach for over and over and over, especially, when Dylan was young, when he was about, 1 or 2, I think is when I got it. Had a little bit of a muffin top after having the baby, and babies, I should say, because things just don't go back to normal. But it just got to a point where I wore it so much. I thought, I love that top. I need to let it go because I've worn it too much. I just can't wear it anymore. And there have been several pieces throughout my life that I've worn a lot. I love it. It's still in good shape, but it's just time. I've moved on. I'm a different person, or I'm just not, I don't want to see that anymore. I've seen it enough. It's time for it to go to another good home and let it go. So take stock of what's in your closet right now and ask yourself what needs to go. What has expired physically? What do I no longer want to look at? Or what brings back memories that aren't happy for me? Let those pieces go because they're not serving you in your wardrobe. Rule number 4, your closet is your personal shrine to getting dressed. Get everything other than clothes and accessories out of there. Ooh, that's a good one. Now, have you ever walked into your closet and had to weed through bags and boxes, and maybe there's some clutter in there? Maybe you've got a ladder in there. Your husband has some stuff in there. You can't even get to your clothes. I love this because when you treat your closet as your personal shrine to getting dressed, that means it's your sacred space. This is for you to go in and get dressed for the day, get ready for the day. And you're not just putting on clothes, you're putting on your attitude. You're putting on your self-image. You're putting on who you are showing up to be in the world that day. And if you are so stressed out by the time you get dressed, how's that going to make you feel? You're going to walk out the door and feel like, oh my gosh, I am so not ready for whatever I'm facing today. I want you to be prepared. And so what that means is that if there's anything in your closet that does not belong there, that is preventing you from getting to your clothing, your shoes, your accessories, it needs to go somewhere else. Now, I've been into a lot of closets, and it's interesting because over the years, clients have asked me, or they've said, oh, you've probably seen some weird closets, haven't you? Or are you going to judge me on my closet? No, not at all. But I have seen it all. I have seen a lot of things in closets, and lamps, ladders. What else? I have seen stacks of books in closets, and I'm not here to judge. However, that is hurting you. Imagine having to trip over, several things before you can even get to your clothes. You want to be able to get to your clothes quickly and easily, fuss-free. I mean, it can be challenging enough to pick out an outfit for the day, but even to find your clothes, to get to your clothes, if you have all this other clutter that's preventing that, then that is not serving you. That is working against you. And so keep your closet as your sacred space. That is your space to keep clutter-free, to keep clear, and to have only beautiful things that you love to wear in. Rule number 5, put it where you can see it. Such a good one. Now, when I do get into a closet, what I tell my clients is exactly this: put it where you can see it. And I'll ask clients, we'll go through their closet and I'll ask them, okay, what else? What else are you wearing? Well, I've got my tanks folded up in this drawer, or I've got my t-shirts down here. Well, why? You're not seeing them. And chances are you're not really wearing them either, right? And they'll look at me and they're like, oh, you're right, I'm not. I once worked with a client who had this incredible collection of Hermes scarves. And she kept them in the box in one of her dresser drawers, but she couldn't see them. She forgot about them. She was not wearing them. She had hundreds of these beautiful scarves that she had amassed over the years. But instead of keeping the boxes out, now I understand she wanted to protect them. And I know that keeping them in the box is a wonderful way to do that. However, the box was tucked away. She wasn't even thinking about them. And so she had these gorgeous scarves that were getting zero use because she wasn't thinking about them. She wasn't seeing them. So I want you to put your things out where you can see them. I remember one client I worked with not too long ago had all this amazing jewelry, and it was tucked away in her jewelry box. And now I love a good jewelry box. I can appreciate that. However, I can also appreciate having your jewelry out where you can see it. Because what I've found is that if it's not out, it is forgotten. If you can't see it, you will forget you have it. I was in one client's closet, and I had just gotten there, and she was telling me in great detail about all the beautiful things she wanted to add to her closet. And I'm making a mental note. And as I'm going through her closet, weeding through, I kind of part the sweaters, and I look, and behind the sweaters, there are these shelves. And I pull this gorgeous sweater out, brand new, still have the tags on. And I held it up. I said, is this what you're talking about? Is this what you wanted to add to your closet? She said, yes. I said, girl, you just paid $300 for the sweater and you forgot you had it. Put it where you can see it so you don't buy it again, so you don't forget you have it. And so you will wear those things that you spend time and effort and energy on. Put it where you can see it so you can enjoy it. Otherwise, it's just clutter. It's just taking up space. Number 6, don't save anything for good. Good is now. Good is right now. And this is not just true for clothes. This is true for your china, your crystal, for everything. Good is right now. Your life is right now. And tomorrow is not guaranteed. So why not get out that fabulous pair of shoes that you've been saving and wear them to the grocery store? Why not put on that gorgeous top you were saving for a special occasion and wear it to work? Why not pull out that top that you love to wear at the holidays and pull it on with your jeans? Actually, right now, if you do, metallic for daytime and sparkle for daytime is super hot. Repurpose it, but wear something now. Don't save it for good. Like my client who had all these beautiful scarves. It's tucked away. You're not enjoying it. And if it's something you truly love and it brings you joy, why would you keep yourself from experiencing that? It's kind of like, think about artwork. You know, when you buy artwork, I have heard from so many people, the rule of thumb is buy what you love and you can make it work. And I think the same is true for clothing in so many ways. But think about that nice, beautiful pair of shoes that you thought about and you pored over and you finally pulled the trigger and you ordered them and they arrived and then they sat in your closet. And you would go in there every once in a while and look at the box, try them on, talk to them, but you never could bring yourself to wear them. What good are they doing in your closet, in the box? Wear them to lunch, wear them to the grocery store, wear them around your house. I know during COVID, when we were not really going anywhere, there was a great meme that was going around, and there was a woman who was decked out in her ball gown, and she was putting on her tiara to go to the mailbox. Like, why not? Why not? Dress for you. Don't dress for other people. Dress for you. Dress what makes you happy, even if you're not leaving the house. In fact, if you don't leave the house, that's an even better reason to wear what you love, because you're with yourself all day. And if you keep looking down and you're like, yeah, I love this dress. Yeah, I've got on these earrings that were an investment, but they make me feel like $1,000,000. They're going to make you feel good. And how is your life going to change just by saying, yes, I'm worth it? Because you know what? You are. Don't save anything for good. Number 7, start each day with great underwear. All right, Brenda, I think I need to take your advice here. I am in need of some new panties. I'm not going to get into it too much, but if you have a good recommendation, reach out and let me know what you love, because I've tried so many different kinds, and the kind that I've been wearing just aren't really working for me anymore. They shift, they move around. They don't work for me. But start each day with great underwear. I think this is really a principle that a lot of French women embrace. And it's so fascinating. I heard a French woman talking recently about lingerie, and it's not underwear in France, is it? It's lingerie. And it is lacy, and it is investment lingerie. It's not just, hey, I'm going to go to Walmart and buy a new bra. It is, let me go to the lingerie boutique and get fitted and buy something that's going to be an investment, but that will make me feel like $1,000,000 when I wear it. Now, whether that's your choice or not, you could still go to Walmart or Target and find the perfect fitting bra, the perfect fitting panties, or whatever you choose to wear. But when you start the day and think about it, when you put on ratty underwear, or when you put on a bra that's stretched out and it's not giving you the support you need, how does that make you feel? I know I've had a lot of clients come in the boutique, and I know when I sit down with a client for a personal style session, we talk about when's the last time you had a bra fitting. And a lot of people will look at me and they're like, gosh, I don't think I've ever been for one. And there's no shame in that. It took me a very long time. But whether you go for a bra fitting, I encourage you to go for a bra fitting because our bodies are changing with weight gain, weight loss, our hormones are changing. Things are always fluctuating. Plus, bras stretch out. So even if you're not going for a fitting, you probably need to go bra shopping. I did a whole seminar on this, or whole masterclass on this in our School of Style. But your bras should be replaced really every 6 months to a year, especially the ones that are on heavy rotation. If it's on heavy rotation, probably every 6 months. If it's one you wear less frequently, maybe a year, but they stretch out. If you wear underwires, I used to, I do not anymore. But eventually you wear them long enough and those wires poke a hole in your bra and they try to poke a hole in you, and they are not comfortable. And that is no way to start your day. Let's say you get up and you put on a bra and you're like, this ratty thing. And then you get a hole in it and it's poking you and you're trying to give a presentation or work with a client or wrangle your kids. That is going to put you in a bad mood just as much as if you have underwear that starts riding up or it just bunches in the wrong places at the wrong time. That is not what you want. Take the time to get well-fitting lingerie. And it's available at every price point. It truly is. You do not have to have investment lingerie, but I do encourage you to get lingerie that will last because it's worth it. It will make you feel great. If it fits well and looks good under your clothes, then it's going to bring your entire outfit together. So I strongly encourage you to start the day with great lingerie. And schedule that bra fitting now, ladies. Number 8. Now, these are Brenda's words, and I have to say I kind of agree with her. If it's exercise wear it to exercise in, not to go grocery shopping or any other kind of shopping. I would say Brenda was not a big fan of yoga pants. But what I will say is this. Now, I'm not here to judge, but what I am here to encourage you to think about is if you're wearing your yoga pants and your t-shirt by default, if you're defaulting to your quote unquote exercise wear, and especially if you don't exercise, I want you to ask yourself why. Does it make you feel great? Or are you wearing that? Are you pulling that on because, well, maybe you've gained some weight or you just don't, after COVID, you just can't bring yourself to get dressed again? But ask yourself this, how does that make you feel? I had a client that I met her in Starbucks one day, and I remember she told me sheepishly, we started talking about something, and she loved the color of something I had on. And so we got into a conversation, and I happened to notice she was wearing black yoga pants and a black t-shirt. And through the course of our conversation, she told me, I'm an artist. Really? Oh my gosh, because you're not wearing any color. And not that all artists have to wear color, but there was nothing about her appearance that gave me any inclination that she had artistic ability. And so we talked for a little while, and she's like, yeah, I wish I could. I'd love to wear beautiful scarves and beautiful blouses, but I just, I've gained weight. I don't feel good about my body right now. I said, well, what if you just started with the scarf? What if you just started putting on one thing that you love? And even if it's with your yoga pants, don't not give yourself permission. Meet yourself where you are. But I said, what if you started putting on a scarf or brought in a little bit of color in your jewelry or something? And she kind of lit up. She's like, yeah, I could do that. And so she did that. She started doing that. And then she started adding in more and more and more and more. And then I ran into her and she said, you know what? I started doing that. And the scarf became a top and a top became regular pants. And she said when she started adding in this color, she didn't want to wear her yoga pants anymore. Because bringing in the color made her realize, oh, I'm wearing the yoga pants because I'm hiding. And I don't want to hide anymore. And so eventually she got out of the yoga pants and she started wearing I hate to say real pants, but she started wearing other different pants, dress pants, not yoga pants. And she felt so much better. She carried herself differently. She looked more confident. She felt more confident. And so I just invite you, if you are wearing yoga pants on a regular basis, just ask yourself why. And then ask yourself, how is this serving me? Does it make me feel great? Now, if you teach yoga or you have an active lifestyle or you've got little kids, and that is just what makes your life easy, embrace it. I am not here to judge, but I am here to encourage you. Is that the best choice for you right now? And it might be. But if it's not, then I want to encourage you to follow that instinct, to find what is. Maybe pulling on a great fitting, soft pair of jeans would be just as comfortable. Maybe putting on a cute top instead of a t-shirt would be just as easy. And it would make you feel a little bit more polished and put together. And maybe if you slipped on some cute sandals instead of your sneakers, or keep the sneakers. Everybody's wearing sneakers these days with everything. So you don't have to get rid of the sneakers. But I encourage you, if you are wearing yoga pants, try something else and just see how you feel. Just see, but don't judge yourself because you are perfect just the way you are. Number 9, always remember you are worth full price. Ladies, all right, we're going to be talking a lot more about this. In fact, I'm working on a resource for you that you're going to love that talks about this because, all right, let's have a talk. Let's talk about sales. Are you a sales shopper? I love sales. I love discounts. I love TJ Maxx. I think for me, it's the thrill of the hunt. However, I am not afraid to pay full price when and if I find something that is worth it for me. So it really depends on your attitude. You are worth full price. Does that mean everything has to be full price? No. But what I'm talking about here is being a chronic sales shopper. I have talked to so many clients and I have been in their closets. So I have seen the aftermath. But you know what happens when you only shop the sales? Oftentimes women will settle. They'll settle for something that maybe it's not quite right. It's a little tight in the waist or the color's almost right. But you know what? It's $29.99. And I know it's going to go with 3 shirts I already have at home. But then you get it home and you realize, oh, I wish it were close to the other color. I wish it were something different. I wish it were a little bit longer. I wish it didn't give me a muffin top. And when this happens, what it does is you build a wardrobe based around pieces that you don't love, that you don't want to necessarily go back to. And this is where I want you to think about cost per wear. I'm just going to give you a quick and easy calculation to do. So think about cost per wear. Let's say you buy a pair of jeans. They're on sale for, let's say $40. You buy them, they give you a little bit of a muffin top, but you're like, well, I'm going to lose 5 pounds and then they'll be fine, right? No, wrong. Wrong. But let's say you buy them, you wear them a couple of times and you're like, these just are not comfortable. They start riding up, give you a little bit of a camel toe, and you're just like, oh my gosh, I can't do this anymore. And so you wear them, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 times. And then you're like, oh, I just need to let these go. I only paid $39.99 for them or $40. I'm going to let them go. But you wear them 4 times. How many times or how much does that cost you per wear? You wore them 4 times. They cost $40. It's $10 a wear. That's actually kind of expensive. But let's say you went to Style Finder and we took the time to help you find a great fitting pair of Liverpool jeans. They were $99. Let's just say $100. A little bit more than you spent normally, but you knew, hey, these feel great. I know I'm going to wear them. And they're good quality, so I know they're going to last. And they're a classic cut, so they're not going to go out of style. And so those $100 jeans, in the first week alone, you wear them 3 times. In the second week alone, you wear them 3 times. You have to force yourself to put them in the washer because they feel so good. And then you start thinking, maybe I should buy another pair. So over the course of a year, you wear them, I don't know, let's see, how can we make the math easy? Let's say you paid $100 for them. Let's say you wear them 50 times, which is you'll probably wear them more than that. But let's say you wear them 50 times in the course of a year. and you paid $100 for them, that's $2 a wear. But you know what? You love them. They're still going strong. And you know you're going to have those for at least the next year, probably more than that. You don't anticipate letting those go. In fact, you anticipate buying more of those because they fit you like a glove. They feel great, and you want to see more of those in your wardrobe. And so the moral of the story is the more expensive jeans that you let yourself invest in were actually a better buy than the bargain jeans that you settled for. And so this is where I want you to think about it: cost per wear. It does not mean you cannot ever buy something on sale. I buy things on sale all the time. I love getting a bargain. However, I also love paying full price for something that fits me like a glove. But what I'm saying is, when you do buy something on sale, don't settle. Ask yourself, would I pay full price for this? If the answer is no, would I pay double this? If the answer is no, then think again. And ask yourself, am I settling? Is this the best color for me? Does it fit me to a T? Am I going to wear it? Is it my style? Or am I just buying it because it's a discount? Am I just buying it because it's a great deal? I don't care if you save 75% off if you're not going to wear it. It doesn't matter. All right, number 10, keep your fashion feet moving. Now, that's an interesting way to put it, but what she means is that don't stop. Actually, her words: don't stop somewhere, get off the fashion bus, and never get back on. I love it. I love this woman. Now, what she means by that is don't get stuck in a rut. Just because you get your style, or you figure out what your style is, or you find your style, don't stop there. Fashion is an evolution. Actually, let me rephrase that. Style is an evolution, but fashion is always evolving as well. What is in style, what is out of style is always changing. But if you find your style and you never change a single thing, there is a chance you're going to be feeling like you're stuck in a rut. That's not a good way to be. It's not one and done. And for some men, men can get away with that a little more easily than women can. But think about it. Every season we've got new colors to wear. You've got new cuts. Everything's different. And so you want to ask yourself, what can I do every season? That's really what I do with my school style clients, is keep you ladies up to date. Here are the trends. Here are some new things to be thinking about. Here's how to incorporate them into your wardrobe. Here are the colors you want to focus on. Here are the prints. Here are the patterns. Here are the textures. Here are the shoes. Here are the little accents. Here's one simple tweak you can do. And when you're asking yourself every season, what can I do to freshen up my wardrobe? Then you keep it up to date. That's when you don't get stuck in a rut. That's when you're seeking out, how can I take what I already have and bring it on into the new season? It's not about getting rid of your clothes every season and starting over. It is about building a core wardrobe and then bringing in these little tweaks every season, every month, every week, every day, however often you choose to. But I would say at least twice a year, spring, summer, fall, winter, at least twice a year, you want to make a wholesale change to tweak your basic white blouse, or tweak your jeans, or wear your different shoes, or wear your jewelry in a new way, or have your makeup done, or do something different with your hair. When you stay stuck, you stay in a rut, and you're going to start feeling it. And so keep your fashion feet moving. And it doesn't mean you have to subscribe to all the latest and greatest fashion magazines. Just find a few people, myself included, who you can follow on Instagram or TikTok or Facebook. And pay attention. What colors are you seeing? I know with Shop Style Finder, we're at Shop Style Finder over on Instagram and TikTok. We're always weaving in the trends. We're always talking about, hey, this color pink is so hot right now, and it's great for those with this coloring. This is how you can bring out your eyes. This is how you can, wear the current trends of the season. We're always giving you style tips to help you make those simple tweaks that can elevate your style, that can update your style. And that's where you feel like, ooh, I found something new, but it's And even if it's timeless, things can still change. They have a new spin. You can see it differently, and it can just easily help you to update your look. All right, number 11. And I talk about this one so much. Learn to accept a compliment. This is a whole podcast right here. Learn to accept a compliment. Now, what do you say when somebody says, "You look great today"? You do, by the way. But do you look at them and say, "Oh, this little thing, oh, I've had this forever"? Or, "Oh, my roots are showing, I need to get my hair done"? Do you diminish the compliment, or do you embrace it and just say, "Wow, thank you"? How would it make you feel if you gave someone a compliment and they were like, "Oh, I feel awful today"? And you're like, "Oh my God, you look great." "Oh, no, this is horrible." And it's like they just can't accept it. Doesn't make you feel very good, does it? But if you said, you looked at somebody and you said, "Oh my gosh, you look beautiful today." And they looked at you and said, "You know what? You just made my day. Thank you so much." That is going to make you feel good, and it's going to make them feel good. But when you don't accept a compliment, you're throwing it back at them. You're not receiving that compliment. And it doesn't feel good. It's not good energy, and you're diminishing yourself. But I think, especially, I'm in North Carolina, and I think, especially here in the South, we women are not taught to accept a compliment. In fact, we're taught to do the boomerang method. You give me a compliment. "Oh, great. Let me give you a compliment back. Let me throw it back to you." "Oh, your hair looks great." "Oh, great. So does yours. Yours looks amazing." And while that can be fine, it does not give us the opportunity to energetically receive that compliment. So I want you to really think about accepting a compliment. And if you feel uncomfortable with that, then play with it. But the next time someone says, "You look nice today, I love your shirt, your hair looks great, you look amazing," all you need to say is "thank you." That is all you need to say. You don't need to deflect it. You don't need to boomerang it back to them. You don't need to brush it off or diminish it in any way. Because when you do, you diminish the person who's giving you the compliment. And I know you don't want to do that. And so just face it. Brenda's words are, "You look great." Face it. Now I'm going to tell you, "You look beautiful today." And I want you to just say, "Thank you." Now, rule number 12. Rules are for breaking, but not these rules. Oh, I love this woman. Brenda has some wise words. All right, let's go back and recap. Rule number 1, love what you wear what you love. Rule number 2, dress your body graciously with no regard whatsoever to size. Rule number 3, if clothes in your closet have expired physically or emotionally, get rid of them. Rule number 4, your closet is your personal shrine to getting dressed. Get everything other than clothes and accessories out of there. Rule number 5, put it where you can see it. Rule number 6, don't save anything for good. Rule number 7, start each day with great underwear or lingerie, whichever you choose. Rule number 8, if it's exercise wear, wear it to exercise in, not to the grocery store or any other kind of shopping. Rule number 9, always remember you are worth full price. Rule number 10, keep your fashion feet moving and do not get stuck in a rut. Rule number 11, learn to accept a compliment. And rule number 12, rules are made to be broken, but not these rules. Ladies, I hope you enjoyed Brenda's rules. I love these, and I think that they are just such great guidelines to dressing our best, putting our best foot forward, and just showing up as the amazing women we are. You are truly beautiful. You are amazing, and you matter. I am grateful for you. I'm glad you're here, and I look forward to seeing you on the next episode. Have a beautiful day. Thanks for tuning in to Style by Mary Michele, where women come to get dressed in 7 minutes or less. If you enjoyed this podcast, I invite you to leave me a 5-star review on iTunes or wherever you're listening. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at Style by Mary Michele and shop our boutique at shopstylefinder.com for the best in upscale casual apparel. Better yet, if you're in the Raleigh area, come see us. We're located in the North Hills Shopping Center, the premier shopping district in Midtown Raleigh. For details and links mentioned in this episode, be sure to see the show notes. Have a beautiful week.